So, I have a weird history with Kingdom Hearts. I love the series. I've only ever actually played 2 of the games, and I've never even actually played and beat Kingdom Hearts 1 until recently. I started with Kingdom Hearts 2, and riding off that high, I played a little bit of Chain of Memories on the PS2, which, you know, you either get into it or you don't. Can't really fault you for not being into it. I haven't played it in years, but then I played 358 over 2 days and I loved it, and I look back at it now and I'm like, boy, it's a good thing that I liked Roxas a whole lot, and I still do. But only recently have I ever actually decided to play and beat Kingdom Hearts 1. Boy, oh fucking boy, do I have many thoughts that I will try and make as simple as possible. So, first things first, Kingdom Hearts 1 has aged incredibly poorly. I'm not even talking about like the dialogue and the dubbing, although that's also kind of aged poorly, but I'm mostly talking about the gameplay. Everything is slow, everything is clunky, everything is so weird to navigate. The inventory is a mess, and like it's hard to tell what things are, because in Kingdom Hearts 2 they at least give you like a little tiny cute illustrations when you're actually like highlighting something. It's like, oh, this is that kind of boost, this is that kind of potion, but you get nothing. You just have to read everything, and sure, yeah, reading, fine, okay, I could deal with that, but after a while it gets old and boring and just all blends into each other. Not to mention the fact that armor and accessories are one single thing. It makes using equipment really weird and annoying and kind of awkward, especially when you have to look at the menu and see that, oh, does this give good or does this give bad? And you can't really tell because the gray of the text and the blue of the text aren't different enough shades, so they just blend into each other some more. Atlantica and Deep Jungle are some of the worst levels I've ever played in a video game, especially Atlantica. It's not even just the fact that the swimming controls are kind of weird. I got used to those, and dolphin kicking is alright, but oh my god. This kind of goes into my biggest problem with the game. It's the combat. The combat is slow, it's defensive, it's the worst kind of thing for me. I want to be on the offensive. I want to be doing the big damage. It's why in some shooters like Overwatch, I'm big DPS boy. I was a Junkrat main, but hey man, he's basically a DPS in disguise as a defense hero. But in Kingdom Hearts 1, it is so hard to do big damage because even when you're smacking everyone with your Keyblade all the time, you're not doing a whole lot of damage unless you're doing a limit attack, and you don't get enough ability points to make those work for you all the time. After beating Kingdom Hearts 1, I played about 2 hours of Kingdom Hearts 2. I was getting a whole bunch of AP boosts, and I really had to actually balance which abilities I wanted and which ones I don't in the beginning of the game. Meanwhile, I have to think about whether or not I want to like have a good fun combo to make the gameplay better, or if I want to have Leaf Bracer and actually survive a boss fight with Giant Ursula, who's one of the worst bosses I've ever fought. Oh my god, she's so annoying. I'm laughing, but I was so frustrated. Oh my god, I can't even really properly put it into words. There's also the magic system is really weird, and I'm going to be making all these comparisons, and I'm sorry, but this is just, I played Kingdom Hearts 2 first, so, you know, all these things, like, Kingdom Hearts 1 made a bad first impression, and I'm sorry, I really should have played Kingdom Hearts 1 first, but In Kingdom Hearts 2, you were given, depending on what you did in the story, you were given upgrades to your magic, and they were pretty regular. They weren't always fully upgraded by the time you got to the end of the game, but enough of them were that it made it feel like you were actually growing in the game. In Kingdom Hearts 1, barely any of them got upgraded unless you did very specific things. I beat the game with Arrow, not Aurora, and especially not Aeroga, but Arrow, the beginning air magic. And it was painful trying to beat Ansem with only Arrow barely blocking his attacks and only minimizing some damage. Just, everything about the game just annoys me and bothers me. The only real saving grace that the game has, which many of the other Kingdom Hearts games share, is the soundtrack, because I played on the 1.5 remix, and the soundtrack is always going to be 10 out of 10, hit it out of the ballpark. Fucking the theme of fighting Riku Ansem is top notch. It's like my favorite song, as well as Destati. But oh my fucking god, everything else is so, it bothers me so much. Like, the Trinities were cute, they're a nice idea, but why have them there if you're barely gonna do it? Like, they're only there to, like, show you some hidden goodies. Like, in the end, they're really more disappointing. Why have the Divine Rose be given to you, like, in the story, and then have it be one of the strongest Keyblades, when you can go into the area where you fought Riku Ansem and find the Oblivion Keyblade, one of the most iconic Keyblades in the game, and it's not even, it's like 3rd or even 4th place in terms of how good it is compared to the Divine Rose. Just, oh my god. All these complaints aside, though, I got to the ending and I realized this game really does mean a lot to people, and these are just like the complaints and frustrations of a guy who played the second game first and played the first game second. You really shouldn't take my words too seriously, because come on, this is an opinion zone. This is a bad opinion zone. You're not supposed to take opinions super seriously. I mean, Donkey doesn't like Final Fantasy VII Remake, but he doesn't like anime, so of course he's not gonna like the Final Fantasy VII Remake. That game's anime as fuck, but I digress. I got to the ending of Kingdom Hearts 1 and felt almost united with all the other Kingdom Hearts 1 fans who played this as a kid, and I finally, and I get it, really resonated with me almost as much as the ending to Kingdom Hearts 2, which, with the new context of Kingdom Hearts 1, boy, oh boy, does the ending of Kingdom Hearts 2 really seem self-contained, and without that special little bit at the end where it's like, hey, brand new adventures coming your way. Like, man, could they have ended the series at Kingdom Hearts 2, but that's a different conversation for a different time. Bottom line, Kingdom Hearts 1 is a 5 or even 6 out of 10, but you know what? I'm glad I played it. I'm probably going to play it again in the future. I'm not going to beat it, but I'm definitely going to play it again.